Well, good morning everybody and welcome back to the channel. So today I've driven about an hour's run from my house over to a place called Padiham, and I'm here to meet up with a gentleman called Clifford Ferguson. Now Clifford is actually a photographer himself, but he also runs workshops with harvest mice, which I absolutely love. I have done it in the past with another gentleman that I know who's a very well known wildlife photographer. But I thought today that I would arrange to come over and see Clifford and hopefully get some nice footage and some lovely photographs of these harvest mice that he has. So I'm really looking forward to that today. And then I think this afternoon, or getting into the evening, I've been told of a location quite local to where I live now, of a new barn owl that's in the area. So I'm thinking of maybe driving over to there, scouting it out, or I may divert and go to one of my regular areas where I know that there's barn owls. Well, actually, there's a handful of barn owls in the area that I know. Again, not too far from where I live. So I might do that this evening, because if it stays nice like it is now, I mean, it's nice blue skies. It's crispy and cold, but I can't grumble at that. As long as it stays dry, that's all that matters to myself. So yeah, I've got a couple of options for this afternoon or into the evening. So what I'll do, whichever way I go, whether I go to scouting out the new one or I go over to one of my regular areas, I will bring you along for the journey as well and see what we get. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to head over to Clifford's now. I'm about 5 minutes away. I was a little bit early, so I thought I'd just pull up and have 5 minutes. So I'm going to head over there now, and I will get you some nice footage, and I'll speak to you when I get there. So let's go. So got ourselves all set up now. It's nice and sunny out, which is obviously sometimes a good thing and sometimes a bad thing. It's sometimes nice to have it a little bit overclouded, which is me and Cliff are hoping for, so we get some nice soft backgrounds, not too harsh ones. So on Cliff's setup here, you only need to have yourself a 70 to 200 lens. It doesn't need to be anything much. I've got my 70-200 2.8, and I'm working around an f 5.6 at the moment, and about 60th of a second, just so that, you know, these little harvest mice can move quite quickly up and down the branches here. But what I will do, I'll show you some of the setup that Cliff's got here. Just take you off track and then you don't follow me around. But as you can see here, it's got a nice little setup there. We've got a nice soft background with the board up there as well. And you've got options of putting different items here onto the pads. We've got like a nice pinky and green colours going on here at the moment. So what I'll do is I will get you some nice footage and some lovely images of my time here, and I'll show you them at the end of the video. Well, I've come back to the car now. Had an absolutely fantastic day with Clifford. I hope you've enjoyed the footage and also my images that I've shown you. I filled a memory card up. I have a 28 gigabyte memory card in my camera. I have two of them. One that has my footage on and one that has my images. And the one that's got my images on was full before I left. So I've got a heck of a lot of images to go through tonight or over the weekend or the next few days even. But I would recommend coming and seeing Clifford any day. If anyone wants to photograph harvest mice with various different backgrounds, various different props, then you want to come over and see Clifford. So what I'll do is I'll pop you a link in the description below of where you can find details for Clifford. Now I know it is a Facebook social media platform profile. Just go on there, pop him a message, and I'm sure that he'll be able to sort you a date and a time out to come over and come and photograph these lovely mice yourself. He's got everything you can think of prop wise, and it's always changing as well. So depending on the season when you come over, you know, you might get some more summer sort of plantage. You come over in the autumn, you might get a lot of autumnal foliage as well that you can use. He's thought of everything. His background is a fantastic guy, absolutely. I mean, we've done nothing other than chat to each other through the whole session about what we've photographed, where we've been, where we've seen things, and recommended locations to each other as well at the same time. So it's been an absolutely brilliant morning. So I'm going to head back now. I've got a good hour's run to get back home. I think by the time I get there, it'll be quick something to eat. And then all being well, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'm hoping to go and just scout out a new barn owl location, which is very close to where I live, that someone has approached me about, who's a non-photographer that told me about it actually, who works with me at my offices. So you'll either see me at the new location, or depending on how things go, it might even be at one of my regular locations. But whichever way it is, barn owls is where we're off to next. So stick with me and I'll see you there. Okay, so as I promised at the beginning of my video, I'm now out on my barn owl location. It's a regular one for us, and I mean by us is I have an extra person with me today, Mr. Saltman, Mr. Mike Saltman. He does a lot of fantastic dark skies photography as well as wildlife. So what I'll do is I'll pop you a link below and you can go and check out some of his stuff as well. So we're both here today. I arrived and I saw his car parked here, so he's joining me today for the rest of the evening. And we're hoping that we're going to see our regular barn owls. Now I was going to go to a new location and scout it out, but I decided I'll do that another night when I've not got the camera and just take the bins with me instead. So come along with us and let's go and see if we can see some proper good barn owl action tonight, because you never know. So I've located myself in the one of the fields, which is at the far side from where I know this barn owl's nesting area is. So I decided just to sit myself down in the field in complete camouflage tonight for a change. It's that time of the year now to start getting it out again and getting into the fields and hopefully get some good shots this season. You never know. So from where I'm sat here, I can see where the nest site is. So it's just a case of a waiting game. I mean, we're coming up to about 5:20 at the moment, so it's 50-50. I mean, it all depends on what kind of hunting it's been doing and whether it's already full or not. You know, sometimes it can be delayed coming out, sometimes it might not come out. So it is a real waiting game really for owls. So Mike, who was with me, he's decided to go to the other fields on the opposite side to where I am. Because when it comes out of its nest box, sometimes it goes to the right, which is the direction where I am, and it hunts on these fields behind me and just over the hill here. And there's another area over some stone walls just to my left hand side. Or sometimes it'll come straight out and there's a field pretty much directly there, and one again to the left hand side as you walk past the barn. So it really is a waiting game tonight. And it's starting to go a little bit nippy. So we'll see how we go, see how long we can hang out for. We're going to either lose the light or it's going to go cold. One of the two. Or I'm going to get a no-show. Which has happened many a times. So it's just sod's law. It's nature happens, doesn't it? It's a shame that it's not already come out, because before we had some nice lovely light that would have come from over my left hand shoulder here. And it was lighting up all the hills, all the trees and all these fields here. But unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see that again tonight, the sun. We've got quite a big bank of clouds coming over. You might be able to make it out just over the back of it, to be honest, but to my left hand side it's thicker still. So yeah, fingers crossed, because I have some friends who have informed me that it has been active after 4 o'clock at night, so there's still time, but it's whether we're going to have the light. I have had 4 curl wills just flown over, so just listening to them in the air is pretty nice. It sounds like we're getting quite a few of them within the area. But they flew over, but they were at quite a distance, so they weren't close enough for me to get any photographs, unfortunately. So yeah, but it's just nice. It's nice that things are starting to pick up a little bit, you know, see what else we can find. So yeah, let the waiting begin, and we'll see how we go on. But I'll keep you updated. If anything happens, you'll certainly know about it, that's for sure. It's just a case of waiting and watching. So up to now it looks like we're having a no-show, which is a shame really, because it would have been nice enough to round this video off from the day with a nice barn owl, or a couple of barn owl shots and some footage as well, but there's just no movement whatsoever on any of the fields. So unless it's hunting somewhere else tonight, but then again I've not seen it leave the barn either, which is where we normally see it coming in and out of. Unless it's having a lion, which is a possibility. Because knowing my luck, it'd be too dark and it'll decide to come out and start hunting in the fields where I've been sat, which is just typical. Or again, unless it's already had a really good feed and it's in no rush to go out and catch anything. But I suppose once the young start, it'll be constantly in and out, in and out, in and out. So hopefully over the next couple of months, we will get to see that soon. It'd be nice for it to see its young again, because last year it had some beautiful young owls. Unfortunately, we found out that at least one of them had died. It's probably the winter that may have affected it. I mean, it was bad for when the snow come down and, you know, for hunting for voles and stuff. There was just nothing whatsoever. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to round this video up to an end. I hope you've enjoyed everything that I've shown you today. The harvest mice were absolutely fantastic this morning. I've had the best few hours with Cliff in a long time, and the mice were just performing perfectly, as you've probably seen from the footage and also some of the images that I've shared with you. And I think with the amount of images that I've taken today on that shoot, there'll be a lot more being shown on my social media. So make sure you go and check out my Instagram page and also my Facebook, because I will be sharing a lot of my photographs on them, at least over the next few weeks, I would have thought. So you want all the information from my social media platforms. There is a link below in the description, and also in the description of my main channel as well. There's a Linktree link, and if you go to there, you'll find links to my Facebook, my Instagram. I think my LinkedIn page is also on there. So if you're on LinkedIn, you're welcome to connect with me on that as well, because that's a new thing for me that I've started to get more into. And also, if you want to help me a lot more as well, is I would like to try and boost my channel a lot more. I think the last time I looked, I had something like 745 approximately followers. I would love so much to try and boost that a lot more. And I know a lot of people do watch these videos, and you know, if you just hit the subscribe button and not click the bell, if you hit the subscribe, you know, that helps me. And if you click the bell, obviously that will tell you every time that I upload a new video. So it's up to you. You know, if you subscribe, you'll just find out as and when you come and look for me. If you click the bell, then obviously it will notify you that if I upload on a Sunday night or, you know, a day in the week, it'll just give you a little notification that Vicky Mansfield Photography has uploaded a new video and it's ready to watch. It'll tell you if it's a premiere as well. And it's absolutely free. Doesn't cost a thing. But it will help my channel massively. You know, I would like to try and boost that subscription number up a little bit, just so that my footage can get out there. I hope that my footage is good enough for people. You know, sometimes I do look at it and think, no, but once I start getting feedback off people, you know, it makes me want to come out and do a lot more. So yeah, give me some feedback on my videos as well. You know, give them a watch. There's about 48 videos on my channel. Some of them obviously the beginning years, going back quite a bit when I first dabbled with YouTube. But you've got a lot of wildlife ones on there as well that's worth a watch if you're interested. And if you want to help me a little bit more with my creative contents, I also have a Buy Me a Coffee website. So if you want to show appreciation via that, you are welcome to. And I will pop up all the details on the screen below. And also the information for that will be on my description. And also on my Linktree, should I say? Mouthful now. It's been a long day. My Linktree link will also have that information on there as well, if you click on that link. So all I would like to say is thank you very much for watching. I hope you do subscribe. Make sure you give it a like, because the more likes I get on the video, the more and more that this video gets shown to other people who have likes of similar viewing of wildlife photography. And it helps me get out there with everybody else that does these kind of videos as well. So what I'm going to say again is, like, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I am going to make my way back to the car here. And I also am aware of another location on my route home where there is, my apologies, there's just a mass of starlings just come across me. Shame they weren't doing any murmurations, but, you know, that would have been nice. Oh, I might have one actually in the distance, maybe. I'll keep an eye on that. But as I was saying, on my way home, I know of another location where there is barn owls as well. And sometimes I spot one on the roadside. So if I do see that, and I do get some images tonight, because normally it's quite dark when I go over there, then I will pop that up at the end of this video. But if I don't, again, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you on my next adventure. Bye for now. I just thought I'd add a little bit extra to the end of this video. I know I finished it off before, and I was hoping that I'd see the barn owl on my way home. But look at that red glow I've got going on my face. Look at that. What an absolutely lovely end to a day. That sunset is just... See if I can... Oh no, won't let me do that one. Hang on. I think you can see it. But what an amazing sunset we've got going on behind me at the moment. All I needed now was for a barn owl to show up. because that would have been absolutely fantastic to see with the nice oranges coming off that sunset. But I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to hang around. My camera's not packed away yet. It's still on the seat waiting. So I'm hoping. You never know. But if it doesn't, thank you very much anyway. And I'll finally end this video.